Shocking carnage unleashed. Brazil's bloodiest crackdown on crime claims at least 64 lives just 15 minutes ago by Mimi Swaby, Global Affairs correspondent. Imagine a scene straight out of a war movie, but unfolding in the heart of one of the world's vibrant cities, Rio de Janeiro, in what has been dubbed the most lethal law enforcement sweep in Brazilian history. A massive police offensive against the notorious Red Command gang in the northern outskirts of Rio resulted in the tragic loss of at least 64 lives. This isn't just a headline. It's a grim reminder of the brutal realities of organized crime and the extreme measures taken to combat it. But as you delve deeper, you'll see why this event is sparking heated debates worldwide. Stick around. This is one story that demands your attention. The operation, known as Operation Containment, unfolded in the densely populated districts of Alemão and Penha, where State Governor Claudio Castro reported that 4 of the deceased were police officers themselves. Over 80 individuals were taken into custody, highlighting the scale of this unprecedented assault on crime. Picture this: around 2,500 security forces, combining both civil and military police, descended upon the area early Tuesday morning, only to be met with ferocious resistance. The Red Command, or Comando Vermelho, retaliated fiercely with gunfire, ignited barricades as makeshift defenses, and even deployed bombs via drones, according to official accounts. It's a stark illustration of how deeply entrenched and resourceful these criminal organizations can be, turning everyday streets into battlegrounds. The United Nations Human Rights Office expressed utter outrage, describing the raid as horrifying and calling for swift, thorough investigations into the events. This reaction underscores a growing global concern about the human cost of such aggressive tactics. For beginners trying to grasp the bigger picture, let's break it down. The Red Command is one of Brazil's most formidable criminal syndicates, often likened to a mafia with roots in prison systems, controlling vast networks of drug trafficking and territorial dominance. The favelas, those hillside slum communities near Rio's airport, housing roughly 300,000 residents, are essentially their stronghold, a complex web of narrow alleys and makeshift homes that make traditional policing a nightmare. State authorities have claimed that at least 50 of the fatalities were individuals flagged by police as suspected criminals, a detail that raises eyebrows and fuels the fire of controversy. But here's where it gets divisive. Does labeling someone as a suspect justify the high casualty rate, especially when civilians are caught in the chaos? Dozens of injuries were reported, including innocent bystanders who found themselves in the line of fire, painting the hillside neighborhoods as veritable war zones. Roads across the region remain sealed off, amplifying the sense of isolation and fear among locals. This isn't an isolated incident. The Red Command has been aggressively expanding its reach throughout Rio State, bolstering their drug routes and tightening their grip on these elevated favela communities. To put it simply, these gangs operate like shadow governments, providing illicit services while terrorizing residents. And this is the part most people miss. Such large-scale crackdowns aren't rare in Brazil, especially as major international gatherings approach. The police revealed seizing more than 200 kilograms, about 441 pounds, of narcotics and numerous weapons. Chungul, of a year-long probe into the group's activities. Many of the targets are believed to be affiliates from a Pará state faction, who've been evading authorities by hiding out in Rio. As we look ahead, the upcoming UN Climate Summit, COP30, scheduled for November in the northern city of Belém, serves as a timely reminder of why these pre-event operations are commonplace in South America. They aim to showcase a safer environment for global visitors. But at what cost? Critics argue these raids often escalate violence, displacing problems rather than solving them, while supporters see them as necessary strikes against unrelenting threats. It's a classic clash of perspectives, tough on crime versus human rights advocacy. So, what do you think? Was this brutal raid a justified blow against organized crime? Or does it cross the line into excessive force that endangers innocence? Do international events like COP30 really necessitate such extreme measures? Share your opinions in the comments below. Let's spark a conversation on this contentious issue.